Hey guys, Stife here. Gonna do some chaos mode on my buddies and my favorite map, Resistance. Uh, we did this on 2-player earlier, and we tore it up. Period. I don't even know how to explain it.
We kind of crushed the top scores, but you also have to think this is like the first day that we saw that leaderboards have actually went up. So only the people who played before us got a chance to put their scores up there. So I'm sure that there's going to be more people that are going to be able to do a lot better than we did on their first try than we did on our first try. But we did set the bar really high.
Yeah. Like, for PC, it feels like the bot difficulty, like the AI, is pretty hard, like, compared to Xbox. I'm not sure what it is about it. It feels like they have really, like, ridiculously good aim. Plus, there's some performance issues with PC. Like, frame hanging. We'll get, like, the game will desync on us, so, like, I'll be in one area, but I'll show, like, I'm in a completely different area to him. Like, yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't introduce him, by the way. This is Groovy, or Mental Monkey.
I prefer groovy now. It's kind of my new mantra of life. I prefer everything being groovy. I'm a laid-back person.
But anyway, we pretty much, after the leaderboard, we found out that the leaderboards came up for PC. We decided to go for top rank, and we did get top rank on everything. And we had a substantial lead in each map. Like, substantial as in 20 million point lead. So,
We didn't just take top one. We set the bar and we set the standard for everyone who needs to try and go for the top leaderboards if that's something you care about.
I care about it because, not for the EP factor, but because it's, I don't know. Maybe it is.
It's the first, I feel I like it better than multiplayer just because it's no real chance of luck. It is a certain aspect of skill, whereas you have lag factor. I mean, there is a lag factor in co-op, but primarily it's you have to know when to pick up guns, when to use your freeze, when to, you know, how many downs you can get, how to avoid enemies, what routes you need to take to be able to set yourself up for the next wave of incoming juggernauts and dogs. So it's a little bit more skill-based, and since no hackers have gotten to it yet, I think that we're gonna set a bar in the standard for every PC player who wants to play Team Chaos.
It's really fun, and I think the reason why they actually didn't have the leaderboards available right away was for the fact that they didn't want leaderboard hackers like there were on Xbox. Because, I mean, I've heard about, you know, there being ridiculously high scores on Xbox that, you know, wouldn't be normally achievable. I mean, I'm glad that the leaderboards are now working. I do care about them. I may not seem like... Well, no, never mind. I do care about them, period. I like to know, like, where I stand in comparison to everybody else in this game.
Yeah, and since we basically got the DLC day one it came out, but the leaderboards didn't come out until a couple days afterwards, I still feel that we got the freshest start on it over everyone. Like, there could be people that are just gonna buy it today or down the road or something like that, but who knows in reality what, you know, how many people are gonna best our scores. I mean, of course, once we find out anyone who's topped our leaderboard scores, we're gonna attempt to get #1 again. But, you know, I'm waiting to see the competition that the other people post up. I can't wait for that competition factor where it'll be us two versus another two of people who are just trying to go for top score and top rank on that map, and see how many other people are actually going to try for it. Because I think if more people try, you know, it adds competition to it, and it doesn't have to be an evil competition. It can be friendly competition. So if you guys play on PC and you guys want, you know, challenge us, you can add us to friends, you know, find us online, and we'll try and battle for #1 spot.
I enjoy Chaos Mode. It has been my addiction since it came out on PC finally. I've been waiting for it. I remember seeing it on YouTube, like, whenever it was first released, and you know, I got pumped. I wanted it, period, because I wanted it. This is the only DLC I came to. Like, at first, I was like, I'm not gonna buy any Modern Warfare 3 DLC ever. But then, you know, after a while, I saw Chaos Mode. It's like, whoa, whoa, that is cool, and I like it. It is a completely new spin on a game that I became burnt out on because I played it a lot, like 40 hours a week while working a full-time job. So, you know.
And that's the thing I like about it, just because it's a different take on team survival. But survival was it gave you way too much time in between rounds, and it was a set number of enemies. It just was a little too slow-paced for my liking. And with Team Chaos, it's constant. You're sweating. You're gritting your teeth. You're trying to, you know, find that escape plan, find that next airdrop package. You know, you have to really work together in Team Chaos because if someone gets down and you have no more revives, you know, that person has to really try their hardest to get you out of it because all the enemies are going to be swarmed on you. So for him to have to go in there and revive you so you guys can both get away, that's rough. It's not an easy task. It's a lot of communication involved.
I mean, even we share our revives. We alternate who gets it depending on how many we have, you know, all that stuff. Because again, it's Team Chaos. Keyword team. I enjoy co-op. I don't necessarily enjoy direct player versus player kind of stuff like multiplayer Call of Duty, especially on PC because the amount of people that actually cheat.
If they could weed out the cheaters, I think multiplayer would be a more fun environment to play in. But as it stands right now, I'm not going to be playing any multiplayer online for quite some time. That, and they need to balance the weapons a little bit more. I don't want to go into a rant, but MP7 ACR is pretty much the dominant weapons we're going to see online. And that's true for everything. I will admit, though, when I first leveled up to 80, I used those guns profusely. But now I'm challenging myself to get every weapon gold, and I've gotten quite a few ones that I never thought I'd even use, and I put my mind to it, played game after game, fell in love with the weapon, and then once I got gold, I didn't want to use another weapon, but I had to because I wanted to get them all gold eventually.
I really, I don't know. I put a lot of time in this game.
Tell us say some of your strategies that you preferably like to use when playing Team Chaos.
Me, I don't know. I kind of run around like a chicken with my head cut off. I don't necessarily have a set path. I don't have, you know... Well, I guess I do have a strategy. I mean, where I go is where there are or are not enemies. I mean, it depends on the situation, what I do, what weapon I grab, you know. Sometimes I'll go and I'll grab, like, the AA-12, which I despise in this game mode. But it works great for tearing down Juggernaut health.
That is true.
I mean,
I try and set a route based on where the weapons spawn, and sometimes that sucks because my teammate's down and we can't keep our combo up, we'll lose it, and if we don't have any time left, we're kind of hosed. So it kind of, you have to plan your routes very well, and if you can't get to a gun fast enough, you really have to make sure your teammate can shoot them or turn around and start running into enemies head on.
Oh yeah, keeping our combo up requires a lot of teamwork. We don't directly, like, know... You know what I mean? If we have the ability to get away with both reloading at the same time or anything like that, because, I mean, we don't directly communicate, you know, oh my god, I'm reloading, or, you know, anything like that.
Yeah, and also it's really hard to keep note of where your teammate is at all times because you're focused more on staying alive, getting combos, getting kills, and getting weapons and crates. So you don't have time to focus on where's my friend? Is he near enemies? Is he gonna keep the combo going while I run to go pick up this revive? You know, what's he doing right now? You know, you don't have time. You have time to worry about yourself because it's so chaotic and just craziness that you really need to be on your game for yourself, and you gotta hope that you have a good enough teammate that can back you up. Like if you're down and you have no gun, you need to communicate and let your teammate know. That way he can keep the combo going while trying to fight over to you, or get a combo freeze and run over to you as fast as possible.
Yeah. Some of the issues I have, the amount of juggernauts you can get at one time. Example right here. I'm going up against, what, 3 or 4 jugs? And it's a bit crazy. I will say that. And these gas things. But, I mean, I love it. It's a really well done game mode. It's eaten up a lot of my time. And I enjoy it. Especially playing with my friends. But that's that. And hope you guys have a good day.
Later.